It breaks my heart when I see a girl like this with her ears down and her confidence gone, taken from her. There's some real twists and turns in what's about to happen here, but I just want to assure you that we're tracking every bit of this. More updates at the end of the video. But first, let's sit with her because her story deserves to be heard.
I think, let's start from the top. So when I arrived at the shelter today, there was a lot of commotion. Animal control was out there, people standing around everywhere, including volunteers. I thought something had gone wrong. And so, when I talked to the front desk, they said there was a dog or dogs involved, and I asked where, and so now I'm back here. Definitely making me nervous. We don't know anything about this dog, and it's always a tough balance because when I first saw this pup, I thought they looked stressed. I'm going to move right into treats so that this dog knows I come with good intentions. It's always a tough balance because you never know, like, do you want to get in there right away and really help them navigate this unknown space, which can be scary when we don't know what's going on, so that right away from the onset, they don't get set into any bad habits or fear doesn't set in. But also the risk with that is they haven't had enough time to decompress and they're still at the height of their anxiety. And that could lead to the dog being even more shut down, lashing out. I'm not comfortable doing a full back turn. And this German Shepherd might be completely friendly. Like I'm getting the sense of that, but just the uncertainty could be a problem. I think it's fine. Hey, Alexis.
Yeah.
You were here when all that happened, huh?
Yes.
So you kind of know what's going on? Is there alarm here? Do I need to be, what's my caution level on a 1 to 10 with this one?
I'm going to say a bit higher, like a 7.5, around there.
Okay.
Only because we just don't know much. Still trying to see if I can find anything.
So I'm guessing the lead is still on this dog because they haven't been through health check. Am I right on that, Alexis?
You would be right.
I'm trying to see if it's a boy or a girl. I think a girl. What I like is they're taking my treats. Okay, that's good. That's good. If you watch, this one is sniffing me, so I leave my hand a little bit longer, let them sniff me, and that's really good. That's really important. Here in a minute, I'm going to take hold of that lead. That's really important because that's how, I'm working really hard to read this dog and say, okay, are they okay? More importantly, I want this dog reading me, and that's how they do that, is through sniffing, seeing my body language. Am I nervous? Am I a threat? I want to make myself smaller. I'm going to leave my lead on because I'm not worried. Like, the good thing is this dog has a lead, so if it turns into a situation, I can just grab that lead. They're really nervous about something back there. Okay, they're relaxing, Alexis. Alexis was going to go over there and check and see if there's what's going on that side. The challenge, the tougher part about a dual side kennel like this is there's just more to watch and to navigate. But I don't mind this. I don't mind this. It takes a lot of pressure off of both of us because now this dog can have some space. We're going to get their story here in a minute because Alexis was okay. Still a heightened level of anxiety or energy, uncertainty. The ears on a German Shepherd will tell you a tremendous amount. There is zero confidence in this dog right now, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, I don't want an overconfident dog in the kennel with me, unless they're just hyper friendly. See, even not taking a treat head on, like sidestepping the treat because they're scared of this piece of metal. They're all things to watch. And if you're a dog lover, you probably see these things and you get them. The thing is, what we don't know are what layers are on top of this dog. Really what I mean by that is, there was a bunch of commotion out there. So was there a dog fight? Did someone throw their dog out of the car? Like, I don't know. Try not to make eye contact. The dog is definitely dirty. Is that sound from the shepherd right over here?
Yeah.
I want to say they're related, but they don't look 100% alike. And the challenge is right now in shelters, there are so many German shepherds and huskies. Okay, that's good. That's good. Don't forget me back here. Don't forget me. Here you go. Here. I'm not comfortable with you up there. I don't like the dog in front of me until I get to know them a little bit, because they forget you're back there and they turn around and it's a big surprise and then they react. So that definitely makes me uncomfortable. If you were measuring my heart rate right there, my heart rate would have started going up. But I got to bring it back down so that I can be here and be present for this dog as we discover what the situation is and what the story is. I see Alexis is going back and forth. She's talking to some of the team right now, probably just getting all the details. But when dogs come in like this, this can either be really helpful, getting to them right away, or it can just add more stress. And I don't know just yet which one we're doing. And so there's a chance I might just end this. See, hear that crying? But this is what happens, like when you drop your dog off at a shelter, this is what they go through. This is the turmoil and the process, and it's heartbreaking. And like I feel this one's pain. I don't even know the story yet, and I can feel the sorrow. But what we're going to try to do, what we're going to attempt to do, is figure out how to let this one know that it's okay, that we're going to be okay. We're going to figure this out together. I'm sorry. Come here. Here. We're going to jump into... Typically, I like to get the story and do some positive affirmations, but we are in excitement level 10 right now, so I'm going to try to talk through some of this. Come here. We don't have a name or anything, Alexis?
No name.
Okay, I'm gonna get this. Are you ready for the story here in a minute?
Yeah.
Let me try some positive affirmations first. Hi, come here. Come here. Oh, you can relax. That's good. Good dog. You're a good dog. Do you know that word? You're a good dog. Yeah, you're a good dog. Hi. Just maybe never even told that. Good dog. You're a good dog. You want another treat? More likely to take a treat from my hand than when I just put the treat on the ground. Sometimes signifies that they don't really know what treats are. Hi. There you go. Good dog. You're a good dog. Yeah. You want another treat? Do you want another treat? You're so sweet. Hi. Hey, I don't know what the situation is, and I know it's a little stressful in here right now, but the good news is you've come to the right person in the very first place, okay? And I'm going to tell you all about how all this works. Hi. So there's a whole team here that's going to help you. If we can, we'll try to get you a bath. We'll try to get you on walks. Hopefully it's just a temporary spot if your family's out there somewhere, or if we need to find you a new family, we can help you through that process. But the life you knew, come here. Oh, you have big, pretty paws. You're a beautiful German Shepherd. I'm thinking young, like those paws are puppy paws for sure. Maybe year and a half, 2 years old. I call all dogs puppies. But young dogs that are like 2 years old are definitely puppies to me. You saw one of the animal care staff walk by. No major reaction. That's good. No kennel reactivity. Because when these dogs come in like this, I don't know the situation, but if they were just dumped or whatever all the commotion was out there, you don't know. Were they trained to be junkyard guard dogs? Were they neglected? Did someone find them? Did they attack someone and then now they brought them into the shelter because they can't handle the dogs anymore? Like, we don't know the situation. Or are they amazing dogs that someone just didn't give the chance and the opportunity to, and they came and dumped them like trash because that person was trash? Like, who knows? Hi. I want to pet you, but I don't know if we're there yet. I feel like we were at like a level 10 of anxiety, and we've come down. She's not crying. We're like at a level 8. She's looking for something for sure. The dog next to her is crying. I'm sensing that there's a relationship there because they seem to be at the same kind of anxiety level. Okay, I think we're at a state, Alexis, if you're ready, that we could get any story or details that you have. I'm kind of dying to know what happened because I haven't seen that much commotion at the shelter for a while, like when I pulled up. First, is everyone okay?
Everybody's okay.
That's good. Okay, before you tell me the story, can you treat stick me? Because
yes.
I want to continue to be the human treat dispenser for this one. Yeah, I'm going to say, we're going to say she until we find out otherwise. You also have to be really careful in these situations because we don't know if there's any food aggression. And in small spaces, food aggression is just fairly common in any dog. And so if I don't know the dog, I have to be really careful. So
I'm breaking in with a farm update. Okay, but this is a really big deal. It's a mess. The trailer's a mess. I'm sorry. My office is a mess. But I want to tell you this because it's official. You know what I'm going to say?
I have no idea.
Because I talked to the vet. The allergist. Pippa and Polly are officially available for adoption.
Oh, fun. Oh.
That was like...
That makes me sad.
Yeah.
But they're ready. They're definitely ready. They would be perfect little dogs for our kids, but...
Speaking of the kids, they're being loud. Here, shut that door. Please. You are like the definition of that emoji that's like the happy crying eye emoji right there.
Yeah.
But okay, but they're available for adoption. But hold on, just hold on before you apply for them. If you're interested, they come with a whole bag of a whole bag.
Well, they come together first.
Yeah.
You get 2.
Together. They've got to come together. They've been on this journey together, this life together, and we want to keep them together. We don't always require that as hard as it is, but I don't think they're bonded where they're crying for each other if they're away, but they need each other in support. They've been together in life this long. But the good thing is they help each other so much. They're like their own little unit.
Yeah, they're a dynamic duo.
Dynamic duo, that's it.
For sure.
And so that's the Flip, that's the Flips Farm update, and I wanted to bring that to you. Pippa, the reason we're speaking with the allergist, we've been taking her to a specialist, and we don't have it 100% dialed in, and I don't think we ever will. She's just going to have allergies. She's going to be on medication for her allergies. You're always going to have to manage it, but it's manageable. It's not bad. We're doing this. I'll tell you the one secret that allows us to do this that just keeps her really on track. And then Polly has a permanent heart murmur. So she's on medications for that. But that again, manageable.
It's a low-grade murmur.
Yeah. But do you know the secret with Pippa? I mean, the one secret that like makes us look like real pros but makes it super easy? Her diet.
Yeah, good food.
Which ties in perfect to Sundays for Dogs sponsoring. That was good, huh?
Yeah.
Good segue. But they sponsor a lot of the Flips Farm pup dates because it's not only is it what we feed to our dog Kobe, but it's helped transform so many dogs like Bonnie, who had allergies. Of course, Bean, he didn't have any allergies, but it helped him grow big and strong through all of his rehabilitation and healing. And with Pippa and Polly especially, let me just say all of the ingredients and the attributes and, the founder, one of the founders being a vet, like it's human grade. All of these things are awesome. But I don't have to tell you all that. I just need to show you this before and after. Look at Pippa before. Now I'm going to do the side-by-side of Pippa now. That is pretty unbelievable. Like, even when we look at her today, it's still hard to believe that's the same dog. And 99% of that has come from proper diet and nutrition. And the biggest part of that pie has been Sundays for Dogs. if this can be life-saving and life-changing for Pippa and Polly and some of the dogs we're working with, certainly it can have major benefits to your dog. Whether you're getting it for a topper or food, it's fantastic. And you can get 50% off by just going to rockykanaka.com/Sundays or clicking the link in the description. You'll get 50% off just for trying it, because I want you guys to have the best deal to make sure it works for your dog or your dogs. And if you are interested in adopting Pippa and Polly, I'll put that link in the description as well. Okay. Anything you want to add about those two little nuggets?
Whoever gets them, you will be very lucky.
I agree.
Because I would love to keep them.
Okay, we better get back to sitting with dogs before we have 2 new dogs permanently at our farm.
Okay. What is her story?
Well, we do know she did come in with the German Shepherd that's right next to her.
Okay. Oh, okay. So,
Sure.
yeah, you can just sense it, can't you? You're treat feeding the other one, aren't you? I just realized that.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's why that one's anxiety level just kind of cooled down a little bit, because you're doing the same thing over there, which is so helpful when they first come in, because they don't know. As sad as a shelter seems sometimes, this is a good place in most situations. It's filled with people working to reunite lost pets with their families. They're saving animals, helping animals navigate to the vet surgeries that they need to get them better, to get them into a loving home. You can't just tell a dog that. You have to show a dog that, and this is not a natural environment for a dog, right? A yard is. Being outside and being in a home, that these are all places dogs thrive. So, like Alexis giving this dog treats, the front of the kennel now is no longer a threat, right? It's a good thing, because when you go to the front of the kennel, you get treats. Okay, so what happened?
So I can't get the entire scope of the situation just yet,
Okay.
because they don't have kennel cards. They have not been health checked. Like I said, they're still investigating, so we don't know if they have microchips just yet. They just came in, but Ken and I were there when we saw what happened with the commotion this morning.
Really? You were
Yes.
in it?
Yes.
Okay, because I didn't see you guys out there when I pulled up, but I think it was towards the tail end of everything.
Yeah. What ended up happening, from what we saw, was somebody was outside of Night Drop, outside of where Surrender is.
Okay.
For the shelter.
Okay. There's a separate area at the shelter where you can surrender your dog or go get microchip information, register them, things like that. Okay.
There was a person and these 2 German Shepherds.
Okay.
Just this morning, and they were on a bench outside of Surrender.
Okay.
Looks like they were, from what I understand, were sitting there with
All
the
right.
2 dogs,
All right.
like as if they were ready to, go in and do the paperwork and all that for surrendering these 2.
Okay.
But what ended up happening was, it looked like they were sitting there one moment, and then the next they booked it. They just literally tied up these 2 on that bench, and they immediately pretty much ran off, is what it sounded like,
man.
and got in their car and sped off. No information with that. We have nothing. So when staff went out there to investigate to see what happened, the dogs were hiding under the bench. They were scared. And then animal control had to come out, because of course, that's
Yeah. Now animal control has to take care
animal
of it.
control has to be involved.
Because they don't know the state of these dogs, right? Like, even these dogs, they're incredibly hungry. Like, the way they're scarfing down treats, like, who knows how long it's been since they've eaten.
Yeah, we don't know. It's just unfortunate that the person who came and tied these 2 up outside decided to leave like that, because not only is that not right, but also now we just don't know much about these 2 at all. And the fact they were hiding under the bench, and they started actually growling because they were getting so anxious.
Oh, yeah.
The animal control had to use the couch pole on both of them, which
No.
is for both the dog safety and the staff's safety.
Yeah, but it's no wonder their anxiety levels are so high right now. A lot of times people will ask why you don't put the dogs together, and I'll tell you that here in a minute, but I want to get the rest of this story. I wish in situations like this they could catch that person too, because do they just take off running?
I didn't see them run out, but apparently they did get out of there pretty fast, and they sped off. So this is developing information, so we actually don't know yet who it is.
Yeah.
But They're trying to investigate right now. They're
Great.
looking at cameras right now.
Great,
As
great.
we're speaking, they're looking at this stuff. So we might be able to, in a few minutes here, they might call me to get some more information.
Awesome. And I hope so. And I hope they catch this person, because there are security cameras at the shelter. Come on. Because this happens all too often.
Okay, here's the actual security footage. We're going to watch it together. And I'll react to it because I haven't seen it either. Okay, there he is. Oh yeah, you can already see it. Suspicious, like not walking in a straight line. I'm already suspicious. I mean, I already know the outcome, but even if I didn't, I would go, what is going on here? Hoodie, because it's not very warm. Sunglasses and a hat. It's not hot enough to protect yourself like that. You can already tell suspicious. Like, I don't know what you think, but like, do you think he came here with the intention to do this? Or he just got concerned and scared and didn't want to go in? Okay, the other thing is, look at the dog's tails wagging. That tells me they know this guy. It's dad or someone they're familiar with. It's not just two dogs he found, or they wouldn't be so happy. Walking in to maybe get something for the dog or surrender, so he knows that's where you go. He sees that person doing that with their dog. What is he doing? Is he tying him up? Is he wearing gloves? No. Okay, no. I thought he was wearing gloves for a minute. Like, so he didn't fingerprint. Okay, what's he doing? Oh, and then he's going to tie the other dog to the other side. Oh, just casually, just cross on my legs, hanging out with my dogs here. It's like he's just sitting there waiting to make his move. Like, what are you waiting on at this point? Do you think he's thinking his decision through? Or he's already made the decision and now he's just acting? This is the sort of behavior, by the way, this is the sort of behavior that I would do with my kids if I'm sneaking cookies out of the cupboard, or with Kobe if I'm sneaking potato chips out of a bag. And then my kids would come up and be like, Daddy, what are you doing? Why do you smell like chocolate? I'd be like, I don't know. I'm just hanging out. I'm just living my life. It's almost hard to watch, isn't it? Because you know it's going to happen. But I was told that he just bolted. So, like, at what point is he just going to make that decision? This is so weird. I have not seen this behavior before. We've seen, if you watch any of my videos, you've seen people drop off dogs like this. But this behavior is so odd. Okay, now you've had enough time to feel like you've done a good job. He reads the signs of surrender, all of the signs right there. And then he walks away. Oh, we don't get to see him both. Oh, wait. I have another angle here. Hold on. Okay. Well, he's not bolting in real time. It's a recording, but okay. But watch. See him on the left-hand side of the screen right there? Yep, here he comes. Well, he's not. Okay, he's not running. No, he is. Oh, he is. He's starting to run now. What a loser! Oh, you're a loser. Oh, is it me? Am I wrong? Am I being too harsh? Am I not being understanding? Oh, that's so frustrating. It breaks my heart for these two pups. And let me just be clear. The reason I get so frustrated with this is things happen, right? People get in situations and they need help, but not going in and communicating that and going through the process so you give your dogs the best chance at being rehomed and having a quality of life. Do they like kids? Are they okay with cats? Do they have any allergies? Have they had a recent health checkup? Like, all these things that will set them up for success. You didn't give your dogs any of those opportunities.
I read a comment the other day. One, thank you for all your comments. I get some amazing comments and it fuels me and it allows me to continue to do this when sometimes it's really hard in situations like this. I read a comment where someone's like, oh, well, the reason people keep doing this is because of the judgment on them. Open your eyes. I literally said that. Like, I always try to take those comments and go, okay, could that be the reason? I don't think if you take away my dogs are my kids, I'd never do that to my dog. I know, I get it. But sometimes in situations this happens. And the reason for a shelter or a rescue is to give safe haven to those pets when people are in those situations, to give empathy to those people, to help them with any resources the shelter might have that they may need to see if they can keep the pet and the family united. But when you don't give the pet a fair chance and you just tie them up and leave, that's not fair. By the way, it's illegal in most counties because it's abandonment. You are abandoning your pet. They rely on you to care for them, to give them every shot and every chance and every ability to survive and thrive in this world, and you've taken that away from them.
Nana Mocker is here to
Yes.
try and scan for a microchip.
Okay, yeah, come on. You want
Maybe we
to
can.
come in, or you want me to scan him or scan her? We're trying to get her confirmation, but She's a little nervous.
Okay.
But I know you're a pro. Hi, bud. How are you?
Good.
Good. Good to see you. Can I sniff it? What's that? What is that? Here, I'll put it right there. You want to check it out? Yeah, well, fun start to the day, right? Were you here when that? You were, of course, you're always here.
Yeah, I brought one of them in.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
They were growling, huh?
They were a little scared. I mean,
Fair
I would be
enough,
too
right?
If
If your dad just dumped you.
yeah.
Did your dad dump you? Sorry if that.
Ooh.
Okay. It happened to me, so I was like, oh man, maybe I don't. We talk about the real things in here, you know.
Yeah, no. My dad came back with milk.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's a cool dog. I'm
Do you
getting.
know that one of them supposedly has a microchip?
Oh, okay. Probably that. She seems a little more anxious, so that it's probably that one, of course, because.
Yeah, that's the one that was. I believe that was the one that was loose.
Is hard because so how the scanner works, obviously you have to scan the dog. A lot of times it's in the back neck, sometimes it slides down in different areas, but this is scary. If you don't know what's going on and someone's like, hey, let me just bring this right up to you, you don't know if it's going to zap you or what. Hopefully you get to see this process and what happens at a shelter. And a lot of times when you see my videos, people go, well, why isn't this done or why isn't that done? All fair questions. Most of the time it is done. It just takes a little bit of time. One thing that people often ask us is like why they don't reunite the siblings. And they likely will. Especially you can tell there's a bond there. I don't think they're bonded pair, but there's a bond there. If they were a bonded pair, a lot of times you can just tell because one would be completely shut down or they would just be stopping at nothing to get to each other, crying nonstop or howling. Like they're typically signs. Another reason you can't put dogs together, you don't know the health situation. What if one of them has parvo or distemper or kennel cough and the other one doesn't? So you don't know. They came in together, but this person could have stolen these two dogs. They may not be related or they might belong to different families. But they, in their time together, they might have united. Who knows, right? The other thing is, a lot of times people say, oh, put those dogs together. They're siblings. They love each other. In a confined space, my siblings would drive me nuts and I'd probably fight with them. So you get fighting, you get food aggression. Just for the safety of the dogs and for the staff, you have to split them up. You don't have to, but it makes sense. Or you could see why it would make sense to split them up.
Is that the one you have to hold the button to scan?
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Alexis just said you got to hold the button on this one to scan. Which, by the way, I think you have to do that with everyone. Alexis is just awesome, and she was kindly saying, hey, boss. You get a bonus of Kit Kats today. Wait, I mean Twix. You're like, I don't want that bonus. What a lame bonus. I will tell you, like, when I first came in here, I was nervous. We're still a little nervous, but what the story does is it helps you understand a little bit more and give a little empathy. Right? Like I wouldn't have sat this way with my face first towards the dog, and I'm still cautious. I'm only doing this because I'm going to try to get this micro or this scan, and because I've got a lead right there. But bites happen fast, and so you just want to be careful and cautious. But we're going to try. Just make that a less scary thing. There we go. And we're going to deploy the Pac-Man. Now, we haven't done the Pac-Man in a while. And how the Pac-Man works is, well, just like Pac-Man. And this pup right here is going to be our Pac-Man. And this is the ghost. And this is the trail of whatever Pac-Man's eating. What is Pac-Man eating?
The pellets.
Pellets?
I don't know.
What is it? Is it something? I mean, it's digital delights, I guess. Like, I can't, when I'm laying down, I can't, that's not going to work because I need one hand to treat dispense and the other hand to scan. We're going to get this, though. We are going to get this.
Do we want to try and put the guillotine down if she makes it on this side?
Yeah, I think we might need to. Now, the guillotine is a horrible name, but it's the middle divider, and you'll see why, because when it comes down, it's a guillotine. But, maybe if you give her a treat up there, she'll walk up there.
We might need to give her a nickname.
Yeah. Oh, get some water break. Great. This will be right when she comes over and kisses me. I will tell you, if you ever wanted to work in the animal field, like the shelter is often challenging. But it is so rewarding too, and just no day's ever the same. Here, go. Let me see if I can Pac-Man. Oh, she's stepping on her lead. Here. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, she's stepping on her lead, so she thinks. Here, I'm not doing that. You're doing that. Hold on. Let's get her up the front. Yeah, it's so noisy. It's like Pac-Man with audio. Come here. Hold on, not yet. Because I don't want you to scare her and then have her, get after me for that. Let me get her a little closer. Here, go. I know. Look, you got this big one. Look at that big reward right there. Okay. Look at that big reward. It's okay. Okay, we're good. Yeah, here. There you go. Another treat stick if you can. I ran out of treats at an unopportune time. Here, and look, we have this big one right here. Look. There you go. And can I get a towel or a blanket or something? Give her something to sit on. Yep. Here you go. Here, big chunk. Chew on that for a minute. Let that occupy your brain space. I'm going to get you a blanket. Thank you. The fine towel's fine. Yeah, whatever. I got to move fast here. Teamwork. You want to lay on this? Here, we'll get you a comfy towel. Huh? Get you a comfy towel. You're a good girl. Hey, I know today's probably been not the day you were hoping it would be. And that's okay. There you go. Yeah, you can sit on that. It's nice and soft and comfy. There we go. Much better. She's a little nervous about it, but we'll work through that. Hi. Okay. There you go. Get that. Okay. Can you sit? Actually, you might want to stand. We can work on this. Yeah. Here, look. Here. We'll try to make this less scary, okay? There you go. Here, you want this? Want to make it less scary? No? Okay. It's so hard. This little thing is like such a monster,
Nothing.
I was really hoping we'd find something. Sometimes they slide down.
Maybe down the spine. Try redoing it just in case.
I can't get the other side, but nothing on the neck or back. That's too bad. I was hoping. You were hoping too, huh? Such a cute dog. Do you think when this one gets confidence, the ears will stick up, or you think she always kind of has those droopy ears? It's pretty cute, huh?
I think always has the droopy.
Yeah, it's pretty cute because she's relaxing a little bit now.
It looks like Phil actually has an update for me, so I'm gonna go step out for a second.
Okay.
And then I'll come back and let you know what he says.
Okay, great.
What's going on?
So a little update. The gentleman that tied up the two German Shepherds outside of surrender and then just ran out into the field. Fortunately, one of our dog walkers was out there and happened to get his personalized number plate. So we turned that information over to our ACO department and they've managed to track him down.
What did Phil say?
Phil basically told me that one of the volunteer dog walkers actually remembered and saw the license plate. So now we're able to actually track them down, and now we have a name and we have an address, and they're gonna go pay them a visit.
Great. For everyone that's always like, why doesn't animal control press charges or go after these people? A lot of times they don't have the time or the resources, and the laws just aren't tough enough. But in this situation, they are able to go take some action. So that's fantastic. Who knows where it'll lead. And we're not like an investigative crime unit. So we'll see. But I will say, I do often put this in the member section area because, that's something that we can't always publish wide. So members, we share a lot more information in that member section. Also because when you become a member and a supporter, it allows us to continue to do this and have the team to do it and the resources to do it. So it's a small monthly contribution, and you get to be a part of the members group, and you get the first updates. And the best thing about it is, I can't respond to every single comment, but the community in there is so supportive of each other. We have a lot of folks that, like me, have lost a soul pet and are trying to figure out how to navigate that. And they find in that community a group of loving, caring people. So let's do some positive affirmations again.
And the nickname too.
Oh, yeah, and a nickname. You're a good girl. Huh? Yeah, you're a good girl. It seems like you don't know what a good family is, but I want to tell you that all of that is on your horizon, right? And you've been willing to open up and trust me and be vulnerable. And so we're going to get through this together. You've got me now, and you've got Alexis, and you've got everyone right here ready to help you and support you, okay? And none of this is your fault. You didn't deserve this. Hi, did that hit hard? I love you. I feel like she's finally like letting the anxiety go, and there's definitely some sorrow and some sadness. And I can just take a peek here. Yep, girl. Okay, we're confirmed. We are confirmed. It's hard with fluffy dogs sometimes, guys. The other thing you learn about a shelter, like the surprising things you don't know until you spend a lot of time at a shelter. A lot of dogs don't have names, have never had names. It's sometimes harder to figure out if they're a boy or a girl than you might think. So when you're like, how'd this shelter mess up, and not realize that was a boy or a girl? It's tough sometimes. You want the big piece? You can have the big piece. You've been doing so good. You deserve a reward. Okay, a name.
I mean, I had already thought of one because it's like we didn't know if she was a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
It's just gender neutral, I guess.
Yeah. What's that one? What's the one you're thinking?
Gender neutral. So Alex.
Oh, Alex is cute. Alex. Oh, you like that name?
Should it have maybe a name with an I or an A or an E at the end? Because I know sometimes that sounds a little nicer, just with how scared she is. I don't know. Maybe it should be.
I don't think so. I know, like one dog we named Bruno, and people are like, oh, don't name Bruno because no's in the name, which is okay. But I think dogs, they don't speak English, but they speak tone and I'm a loss for blanking here. Intentions, thanks. they speak tone and intentions. So I think Alex is cute. Alex, you're a good girl, Alex. Like it's already ready to watch. Alex, you're a good girl. Yeah. Oh, you're a good girl, Alex. You're a good girl, Alex. If we find out her old name from when they tracked this person down, we'll put that in the members section too. And we'll eventually share it. By the way, all this stuff, you don't have to pay for it. If your budget's tight, like the only thing I need from you is for you just to be here and allow, hopefully, us to give you something to fill your heart for the day. All this goes out in pup dates eventually as well. Oh man, you can give me all kinds of little derp kisses there, huh? But we'll put the name of her old name too, just so you can see the difference. Alex, you're a good girl. You're pretty, man. When that light hits your head, you just shine. Look at you. She is really dirty. She hasn't been brushed or bathed in who knows how long. And like her, I've got all kinds of film on my hand from just, especially German Shepherds, like they've got that oil if you don't clean them on a regular basis, and then it's just caked with dirt. You see how like matted and dirty she is? That's not, you want a shepherd looking a lot better than that. She needs help for sure. So many of you have been sending me images of you watching Sitting with Dogs on your TV, and I actually did it for the first time. Kelly and I got a little getaway, which was awesome, and we were at the hotel, and I put it on the TV, and I was like, this is so cool. So thank you for everyone that it's just turning on the Pup Dates playlist on the TV and watching it with your pets. Like the fact that it brings everyone together means the world to me. And if your dog or cat is watching that with you, get a picture and tag me in social media. I want to see it for sure. And remember, there are all kinds of ways you can help. Thank our sponsor, Sundays. You get 50% off. Link is in the description, or just go to rockykanaka.com/Sundays. You can become a member. But the biggest way to help, you don't have to spend a dime, is just to share this, because she's going to need someone that is willing to work with her. A big dog that has obviously been through some challenging times, that's sweet, but that is going to need time. And only certain families are able to do that. So no matter where you live, we try to get dogs adopted locally, but sometimes if we need to transport, we'll do it. And because remember, her siblings also going to need to be adopted. So let's get the word out. I couldn't do this without you guys. Oh, and can I just also say that everyone who's been watching our videos, we were actually trending on YouTube the other day. Katie and Lily, the swimmer syndrome dogs, that video was trending on YouTube. So you're making a difference. This army of dog rescue lovers, like, it's making an impact. And think about all the YouTubers and all the YouTube videos out there and the massive views everyone gets, and their story, the story of these dogs that need us, are trending on YouTube. So awesome. And thank you, YouTube. It's really great to have these positive videos that make a difference in the world going out there. And I couldn't do it without you guys. So share this, because you never know, that might save a dog's life. And above all else, thanks for sitting with dogs with me.
I just wanted to share this with you right away. Okay, so big update with Alex. We were not able to get Alex groomed for a very specific reason I'll share. With the video we actually filmed almost 2 weeks ago now, before Katie, RIP, and we had to hold because the license plate was able to be tracked, and it turns out it was out of district. So regulations, rules, laws, I'm not animal control, means the dogs had to go to a different jurisdiction. So they're at San Jacinto Animal Shelter right now, and not Alex, but the other German Shepherd actually got returned to an owner, but I do not believe it's the one that abandoned the dogs in the first place. But Alex is available for adoption, and we reached out to them, and they said, hey, we could really use the help and support because we want to get her into a loving home. So I need you guys now more than ever to share this. I mean, you always hear me say, like, I would love to have you be a monthly member, but you don't have to spend the money to do that. I would love to have you support the sponsors that are supporting us. If you don't have the funds, that's okay. More than anything, if you share this, it is life-saving for these dogs. And we've got to find someone that can help adopt Alex from the San Jacinto Animal Shelter, because she needs all these eyeballs. We have to tell her story. It's not her fault that she got into this situation. She's being moved around. Understandably, this is what has to happen. So I am tracking this. I am keeping up with this the best that I can, but I wanted to share this information with you all right now, right away, because this is when we take action. Share this, like this, subscribe, do all of the things so we get all of the eyeballs on her story, because she's an amazing dog. She's going to make an amazing family dog. We just have to have someone that can go down to the shelter and adopt her. All of the information in the description below, or just go to rockykanaka.com and in the search bar, type in Alex.